Betty and I are headed to court.
Yay!
I know, we're so excited. I'm a little intimidated, but we're excited.
No, I'm not one bit intimidated because this thing happened back in 1998, 96, when Grant was running my website and Eric was here. Mm-hmm. And these guys freaked the fuck out.
Why did they freak out?
Well, you're going to explain it technically, but it was that the government demands documentation of all blah blah blah, and it just,
all images of sexual acts and most recently genitals.
And I said, forget it. I'm not porn.
To make sure they're not children, so they want to have all of these records. It's all about child porn, but
which barely exists.
But here's the thing: the work that you do, it's about adults. It's about women. We're a feminist brand, and there's a place for sex education.
And I have to have explicit imagery to teach the kind of sex that we approve of, which is female orgasm.
How can you learn about sex without seeing an image of genitals?
That's why everyone's learning about sex via porn, which is a very, very bad image. It's male entertainment. It has nothing to do with.
We don't want to censor it, but we want to create a place.
We want to create our idea of explicit.
Exactly. So we've complied with the statute whenever we do films and we produce films.
Well, everybody who does, when I did the videotapes, you have to get everyone to sign a release.
And then you have to get a copy of their license. And we do it. We keep it in a file. But with the General Art Gallery, it's anonymous. And why is that valuable, Betty?
Because nobody is going to send in their sex organ, an image of their sex organ.
Not their face, just their sex organ.
Just their wee-wees. And think it's going to be spread all over the internet with a name.
Because you have a day job, because you have a family. So it quiets free speech.
It needs anonymity for it to function.
And so I believe that we have a First Amendment right.
Oh, totally.
For me to post my image, for me to view other images.
Voila.
Right? That's part of the healing.
My lawyer. Tell him, honey. Go get him.
Go get him.
Sick him.
So, we go to depositions tomorrow. Trials the week of June 3rd. And then we'll have a decision by July. We'll probably do one more round of appeals and potentially go to the Supreme Court with this challenge.
Now, Carlin and I have dreamed about this, that we're presenting this. Well, she's presenting it, and I'm, of course, the plaintiff or whatever that.
Well, we're with the group of plaintiffs. It's not just us.
No, but I mean when we go to the Supreme Court.
Oh, yeah, we'll be there together, of course. Now, I always thought that I would be litigating as the attorney. I took the job at Globix because that was when the Communications Decency Act came out. And we hosted Penthouse, and I thought there'd be a challenge. I took the job because I thought I would end up at the Supreme Court.
So she's not the attorney,
No.
She's the plaintiff.
Which is actually...
Is that better?
It's more of a position of power, I think.
Oh, I would have thought the lawyer had the power.
Well, the lawyer is kind of, the piece that you need to make it work and go through the system, but you could find another lawyer. It's hard to find, I think, plaintiffs
who will challenge the law.
Who will challenge us, because let me tell you, we've been doing document demands for how many months. I've been buried, 3 rounds of interrogatories. Now Nina Hartley has joined on, Carol Queen, Barbara Nitkey, and a couple of other high-end photographers that do nudes and things that would be now subject to adult regulation. Why is that a problem, though, Betty?
Well,
make sex ed adult. What does that do?
No, what they're doing is it's a draconian law. It is going to require so much record keeping. It slows down the whole porn industry, which I don't particularly mind, but it's not fair. With all this documentation. So what happens is that they have to keep the files in a certain place. They have to have all of these rituals in place, things in place. It's very picky. And of course, if a porn company gets sued, they've got deep pockets and the government wants money.
But if you're a sex educator and you're really doing this as a labor of love,
they can wipe us out.
And someone saying, I think I'm deformed. I'm thinking about committing suicide because I think my clitoris is too big and it looks like a penis, and you can show them an image and heal them in that
Or, more
moment.
likely, I don't think I have a clitoris. I can't find it. And then the guys, their penis, they're all too small. And this is because porn redesigns the female genitals to please men, and the men are chosen because they have big dorks. And now that's
true. So what we're seeing is kind of a genital caricature that's standing in for education, and that is, you always say right across the globe, the number one issue is what?
Genital shame. As you said, if we go to jail, we'll look cute in those orange suits.
I think so, and I'll help with the legal work. You could run body sex groups.
And I'll see to it that we get a case of vibrators.
We'll petition the warden. Our internet access might be a little spotty, so you might not get to see us every Friday.
No, but we'll hear from you, and you'll hear from us some way. We'll stay in touch. So be with us in spirit, darlings, because this is a big deal.